This year, I hate to say it, a school that I went to, actually, not Southern, but
LSU?
farther north,
Oh,
Wisconsin.
Washington. Oh, Wisconsin. You've
Their
been
coach,
everywhere.
Luke Fickell, comes out. Now, if you don't know who Luke Fickell
Wasn't
is,
he the former coach of Cincinnati?
he was the coach that had a lot of success at Cincinnati. Also the coach that Cincinnati said, this is where I want to be. I'm never leaving. Goes to Wisconsin.
Oh, come on, man. We all know money talks.
Here's where it gets interesting. Quarterback for the University of Wisconsin this year is scheduled QB1, Tyler Van Dyke. A guy that we knew here in South Florida for a couple of years. He had a great freshman season.
Freshman year was amazing.
And then
the second coming.
Things kind of were a roller coaster the rest of the way.
It went caca.
Luke Fickell was asked about why he likes Tyler Van Dyke so much.
He understood that it was going to be a battle. There weren't going to be keys that were just handed to him. But I think the greatest thing about Tyler is his ability to say, I need to refocus. I understand what his goals were individually. He knew that there were things that he needed to continue to grow to do. And he had experienced an incredible amount of adversity in his 3 years of starting down at Miami. And for me, if you said, what's the greatest thing that you liked when you were identifying Tyler Van Dyke, I would say all the adversity that he had been through, the ability for him to handle 3 different coordinators, the ability for him to go from the East Coast down to South Florida, win a starting position, have the ups and the downs, and be able to continue to stand tall and have the confidence to continue to play and to play at the level at which he expects to play. So he's done a phenomenal job.
Thought that was a little too much, Vlad.
What is going from the East Coast down south to the East Coast got to do anything? What
he chose the university. I understand Luke Fickell's trying to boost up his guy and likes his guy, but I didn't see the need to go after Miami like that. You could say one of the things I love about Tyler Van Dyke is nothing's handed to him. He's been through things like all players have. He's been all over the country. He's had different coordinators. He's done this, and this. Not like he's not going to have a new coordinator this year, Luke Fickell. Let's not forget that. But to say when he was at Miami, a lot of adversity. I don't know. Why throw Miami in there? And was there a lot of adversity?
Well, I mean, we don't know. We're not in Miami. We're not in Coral Gables. So maybe he did have a lot of adversity. But all I know is this, from what I could see on the field and for what we know from the people that we talk to or the people that, we that have come on the shows that we produce. Great freshman year, injury, sophomore year, and just really struggled really under Mario.
Yeah, he did.
Struggle against under Mario, and Mario, I think, gave him every opportunity to succeed.
What I don't understand is he said, he had 3 different coordinators in 3 different years. That really messed him up. So now his 4th year in Wisconsin, he's got a new coordinator.
That's what. It makes no sense. That's just like, when we were talking the segment before about the Miami Dolphins and Mike McDaniel, Jordan Poyer's comments, right? About folding. Okay. Well, you folded too. Well, now let's talk about this. If he's gone through 3 offensive coordinators in 3 years, right?
Right.
And he's just transferred out to a
totally different system.
Now, hold on. Who's offensive coordinator in Wisconsin? Because if it's a former Kane, maybe in his freshman year, then okay, it's not that bad. But if it's he's transferring to a new school, and I figure he's probably having another offensive coordinator, so it's gonna be 4-4.
Yeah, because so it's Shannon Dawson that first year that he did so well under. They got Phil Longo.
Okay, does Phil Longo have any connection with Miami? I don't think so. Not the way Mr. Fickell was taking shots.
Before he coached at Wisconsin, Longo coached at the University of North Carolina 2019-2022, Ole Miss 2017-2018 at UNC. He averaged 36.1 points per game, which was third in the ACC.
The only thing I can say is that if they run an offense similar to what he was successful in Miami in his freshman year, great. But Luke Fickell's trying to make a name, trying to get Wisconsin back prominent, especially in the Big Ten. Right. You want to make a noise and everything like that. I would love to see Wisconsin against Miami. because
Again?
Miami would bust their ass, I think.
Okay. What maybe Luke Fickell was saying, and it kind of came across wrong, is that what he likes about Tyler Van Dyke is that everything that he's now facing at Wisconsin, he's faced before. He's moved across the country from Connecticut to Miami. Now he's moving from Miami to Wisconsin. He's had new coordinators every single year. Once again, he's having a new coordinator.
Dan, you really want to shorten that answer? He's an experienced quarterback who's gone through a lot, and he's gone through a lot. Nothing's going to phase him. If we look at the success of quarterbacks who've gone through the stuff that Mr. Van Dyke has gone through, you still have a chance to be successful. Case in point, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, yes. He had a great career at Auburn, and then even better
Another
career at Oregon.
Jordan Travis still got drafted in the 4th round. So quarterbacks who've been transferred, who've been in the portal, who've been in school 5-6 years, that have gone through experiences, they still have a chance to succeed. No, there was no need to take some slights at the university.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit too much right there. He could have kept it a lot more general instead of personally calling out Miami. But Tyler Van Dyke, for the most part, we know his first year, freshman year, no expectations, balled out. Second year, we know the injuries got to him. There was a lot of injuries on the team. He was injured. Third year, remember how much we thought he had really advanced and really progressed in those first couple of games.
5-0, and then it was the loss.
And
that
then,
loss, that loss to
it was Georgia Tech.
Was it Georgia Tech?
I want to say it was.
It was last year. That was it.
And then things kind of started to unravel.
It really unraveled.
And he did get hurt. He did get hurt.
He did get hurt. And then what was it? Was it a Florida State game? That's when they started another quarterback.
Give me a second.
Or maybe the game prior to Florida State, but they had benched him. And was it Emory Williams?
Yep, Emory Williams. That's his name.
Emory played, and Emory he played well, but then he got hurt, and then they brought in Van Dyke towards the end, and then I think he turned the ball over at the end against Florida State, and it was just never the same after that.
Yeah, Emory Williams broke his arm going for a first down against Florida State. Got the first down, but also got a broken arm.
Right. And then they brought in Van Dyke, and then to try to close it out, and then he threw an interception. But it was already, it was already, the book was already written for him already by that time.
Right. But I mean, I always thought, for the most part, Miami, the fan base at least, and even the coaching staff stood behind Tyler Van Dyke. I don't know. And Tyler Van Dyke did not come out and say anything negative. He did not come out and say, whatever happened at Wisconsin was this. It's Luke Fickell kind of saying Miami, different coordinators, and moving from one part of the country to another country. I thought that was also a little bit more of a reach because guys do that all the time, and he's doing that once again. So I don't know. But
that's definitely a reach. That's a Dawson reach. Like, well, moving from Miami to Wisconsin. Like, you're not moving cross country, bro. You're already moving from the South to the Midwest.
Yeah.
I ain't that difficult.
Connecticut to Miami is not the hardest move in the world. I'll tell you that.
No, from Connecticut to Miami to Wisconsin. You're not really traveling far.
He just made it sound like that things are unorganized at the University of Miami in a way. And I didn't see the need for him to do that. It just kind of,
I don't know if he said unorganized, but I don't know. I mean, we don't know what's going on. Maybe we don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but I mean, if there was something going on behind the scenes, people would make us think about it. There would be some type of smoke.
Right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And we haven't heard of that. Like when who was offensive coordinator the second year for Tyler Van Dyke, the guy that came in from Michigan, coach of the year, offensive coordinator of the year, whatnot. We heard the smoke. We saw the smoke where he's trying to coach a Big Ten team, ACC team, like a Big Ten team in the ACC, and it's not working. And then lo and behold, they got a new offensive coordinator, and everything looked good until things started unraveling last season. So once again, we're not going to really have to. If Miami is not going to have to face Wisconsin most likely, unless it is a playoff game or a bowl game. So we're going to wish Tyler Van Dyke the best of luck. There's times when people were talking about one of the best quarterbacks that could be available in the draft if he stays healthy and plays well this year. And
here's the other thing. Somebody 561 just text. TVD has got 470,000 reasons to be in Wisconsin. That's the other thing.